Hey everyone, Scott here. Well, this is week 1 of 40. We're kicking off our Ironman training for the humanitarian project Melissa's promised that we are fundraising for, and would like you to join us in the journey.
Okay, well, so I learned this is a special day at the Y, actually. First day that the pool closed an hour early, so I did not get my workout completed, which is a real bummer to start out. But I did get my 12 by 50 breathing drills in, so I'm satisfied. Although, did I mention that I hate breathing drills? Felt like I was in perpetual panic mode, with those 5 and 7s. I can't get those 7s completed. My lungs are out of shape. Anyways, it is what it is, the life of an age grouper, I guess. Felt pretty good in the warm-up. I watched a video or two on some swim technique, keep my elbow up. That has helped, actually, lengthen my stroke so that I can catch a little more water, a little more glide. Working on drills, breathing does help for sure. So generally happy, although I'm really bummed that I didn't get it all done. See you tomorrow.
Hey everybody, day 2 week 1. Got a 20-mile bike ride. Weather's pretty toasty. Sun is out and it's pretty bluebird day. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening, but it is still burning up, about 95, 97. So this is just an aerobic ride, no big deal, just mileage, just volume. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, so far so good. About at the turnaround on my out and back. Heart rate is solid at my ceiling. All is well. So 20 miles in the can. Good solid ride. Heart rate was good. Climbed on a couple of the hills, but to be expected. A little breezy, pretty hot, but another month of this and it should start cooling off. But let's get these ugly ones out of the way and then it'll be smooth sailing. Okay everybody, Thursday night after my meetings, about 8:40, gonna get my 8 miles in. It's aerobic, no big efforts, much cooler. It's a great thing. It's about 90 degrees outside, so should be a little easier on the body. See you when it's over. Got my 8 miles in. I did a video right after, and it was way too dark, so I'm redoing it. Just wanted to say that I got my 8 miles in, stayed pretty aerobic. I was 2 or 3 beats above my ceiling, mainly because I just could not, could barely see the path in front of me. It was so dark, so it took me, every once in a while I had to check the watch, and I was, 2 or 3 beats above, but it's still very aerobic, not a big problem. Cooler, so that 10 degrees drop in temperature really helped. Legs felt pretty flat, just tired. I think I'm, first week blues, just a little out of shape, but that will get better. So signing off, we'll see you then. Okay guys, it's Friday. It's a swim day. You have 2,300 yards swim. You got a 10 by 50 drill swim set, which is just for drills and technique. And then I've got a set of race pace efforts, Ironman race pace, so it's slow, but you just a build type set where I've got a 100 yard race pace, and then a 50 easy, and a 200, and then a 300 and a 400. Again, just to kind of get your body acclimated, but it's race pace, it's aerobic, it's not a big effort. So we'll get it done in the can, then I'll check in with you after. All right, well, good swim. Nothing to write home about. It's a really hot day, man. Another 100-degree day today. The pool's not so bad, but it does start to wear on you, kind of cook a little bit. But overall, good workout. Feeling much better. I thought I was going to be crashing about now from that late night run last night, and it was a little hard to get out of bed, but feeling pretty good right now. See you tomorrow. Hey everyone. Well, it's Saturday morning. It's a beautiful day. Look at that. Not a cloud in the sky. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's pretty it's pretty decent temp. So I'm gonna ride a 40-mile ride aerobic, just a very simple, easy heart rate, but easy ride. So I will give you a debrief. Okay, great ride. Just staying in a couple of beats of my ceiling. Pretty uneventful, but it's great to be on the bike, at least in good weather. Whew, done. That was a good ride. Felt like a headwind. Second half of that ride felt like a headwind in every direction. I'm not sure. Not sure why. Some days are like that. I just can't seem to. The wind doesn't know which way it's going. But it did heat up too. But overall, it was a good ride. Too bad the cameras weren't rolling. About at the halfway point, I came to a stop at a stoplight and just kind of did my balance, and all was well. And I had to reset a little bit, and unbeknownst to me, there was a paving joint right next to me with about a 1-inch deflection, and as soon as my front tire rolled into that, might as well have been a brick wall, and so I just immediately went down. But hey, my cat-like reflexes, I was able to unclip my right foot shoe and get it on the ground before I went down, and so I caught myself. But it happens. It's humbling. I'm sure those 2 or 3 cars that were sharing the stoplight got a little chuckle. I'd have done the same, so all is well. Okay, so I'm calling this week done. Good week, good first week.
Hey everyone. Well, we are at the end of week 1 of 40. Been a good week, actually. We kind of got off to a rocky start with some interruptions in the workouts and delays and so forth. But for the most part, we got all of our workouts in, and I'm generally happy with the week. We start with, as you'll see in the videos, we started with a 2,200 yard swim, which ended up getting cut about in half because by the time I got to the pool, due to a late meeting at the office, they closed the pool at 7. Used to be closed at 8 during the summer, and that's the way it goes. And then Wednesday we had a 20-mile bike, aerobic bike, went well. The next night, next day, Thursday was an 8-mile run, and that run got pushed to late night run, which I need to be in bed at a decent time, and so to get up so I can do this again, and so it kind of put a kink in things, but I got it knocked out. Actually ended up being a pretty good run. The temperatures were a little cooler, so that did help. Friday was a 2,300 yard swim, and drills and some race pacing, and went well. No issues to speak of. And today was Saturday was a 40-mile bike, and it's an aerobic bike. And again, good weather. Got out about 10 o'clock and went well. So happy with the week. I'm going to go over a few things. The weather, it's July in Texas, so it's just hot. I'm coming off of an injury, a foot injury, from this past June, and it's been essentially 8 months of no running. It's a plantar issue, and so I'm really kind of starting over again, trying to build some base. And man, it has been a struggle in this heat. Before this kind of formal week one, I've been trying to put some miles in just to get some base. And I know if I just stick to my guns and train heart rate, I'll get there. So got to be patient. No injuries now. I'm feeling actually pretty good. Have an old rotator cuff issue in my right shoulder that even now in the swim, it's not so much in the swim that I feel any pain, but before the swim, when I warm up and stretch, I can feel some tightness in that shoulder, and it's after 40 weeks, it's going to be. I know I'm going to have some issues with it, so I'm going to have to try to take it careful in the swim and be gentle and try to allow it to loosen up, and we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted. So we had a total mileage. I'll give you a breakdown. The bike, we got 61.4 miles on the bike, 8-mile run. I'll have a run tomorrow, but that's going to be I'm going to put that into week 2. And then we had a 3,500 yard total swim, about 6 hours of work, of active work. And of course, that's going to get up to 15 plus hours a week as we get into the training. So more to come. A couple of things I wanted to note, this being the first week, the swim videos. I had the truck on. I was using my GoPro, and the truck was running, had the AC on, of course. So lesson learned there. Sorry for the terrible audio. We will we'll learn from our mistakes as we go along, and it'll get better. Also, on the run, the late night run, lighting. GoPro's not a great low light camera. We could do some post work, but man, sorry about that. In the upcoming videos, we plan to have a topic of the week where we'll introduce a piece of gear or a training technique, something to help what I'm going to call first-time triathlon folks, people who are interested, about to get into it, or are kind of fresh into the sport. Even for folks who have done some triathlon but maybe about to sign up for Ironman. Things do change. You do a sprint, it's great, great introduction, but you step into the Ironman world or the full distance world, and things absolutely change. You have to get into an endurance mindset that even in an Olympic or even a half Ironman, you have to adjust. I'm no athlete. I'm just a regular guy, and so I'm going to give you some anecdotes and some talk about experiences I had in my Ironman training back in 2014, and in hopes that it will help you maybe avoid some mistakes or poor training as a result of just not knowing. So hopefully those will help. So my tip of the week is, I'm going to talk about glasses, sunglasses. I know everybody wears sunglasses to look cool and but during training, I'm going to say function is way more important than form. I'm going to show you, these are just standard glasses. Everybody's seen these. You've got, it's a framed set of glasses that will work fine for the run and for the bike for the most part, but on these long distance bike rides in aero, you got to train for aero. That crossbar right here, for me, it just gets right in the way. When the sun's low in the sky, and you got traffic and whatever, that bar is a problem. So I hunted around and I bought these Tafazi sunglasses that are frameless, if you can see that. And so this area right here is critically important for me. I'm in Arrow and I'm looking straight through that area where that other pair of sunglasses has a frame. This got clear view. Of course, there are 10 different lens colors and models for various kinds of sport, but I'm not going to bore you with that. I know you know about all of that, but frameless glasses for the bike, I'd highly recommend you give it a shot. The other thing I'd mention is these don't happen to be polarized, but if you can find an affordable polarized lens, it is night and day difference when you're in that early morning or early or late evening, and you're on the road. It just takes that glare out. It's just for safety. It's really important. So I'm gonna at some point here drop some coin on a pair of polarized sunglasses, but they will be frameless. So that's my Ironman tip of the week, and hope it helps. Before we wrap it up, I did want to remind you why we're training, why we're doing these videos. It's all in an effort to raise funds and awareness for Walk With Me, which is a humanitarian initiative under Tying Vines, which is a nonprofit here in the U.S., to help Syrian refugees in the Bekaa Valley region of Lebanon. It is just, that crisis is monstrous. It is so huge. We can't really wrap our heads around it here in the States, but that's why we're here. Now, look, we're not trying to save the world. We know we can't, but we can. We feel like we can make a difference in the lives of a few families and a few children over there who desperately need our help. So for more information, you can watch my other videos, and I will have an Ironman page up on the Ironman Foundation site. They're a little bit behind. Hopefully in the next week or two or three, they'll have the foundation page up where we can sign up for our Your Journey, Your Cause. Once we have that Ironman page, you'll be able to go there and donate if you wish. Okay, so you can follow me, of course, on YouTube, and but I also use Strava, so you can follow me there, and of course on our social media, which will be Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can subscribe here to our YouTube channel to get weekly updates on the training, and you'll get our topics of the week and Ironman tips of the week. And if you have a friend who is interested in triathlon or Ironman, please share this video so that we can continue to grow our community. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, be sure and give us a thumbs up and leave any comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you next week.